The sun from the pavement, has the moon lost her memory? She's smiling alone. In the lamplight, the withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. The moonlight, I can smile at the old days. She was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. Let the
And then I went to, what did I do after that? I went to Nichols Junior College of Business. I'll go through this very quickly. And then back to Ohio State, and then went into the service for 2 years in the Navy. Served out of Norfolk, Virginia, and enjoyed it. USS Steinacre, DDR. Yeah. Then I went into executive training in Rochester, New York, and back to my family business for 21 years, which I hated terribly and was terrible at it. And then I decided to leave the business and decided to run for mayor, and thought I'd like it. Had served 8 years on city council, and was lucky enough to win. And I have, what?
Been there
ever since. Next year will be the end of my 8th term. We have 11 grandchildren, and I'm very happy. Cheryl and I have been married for 7 years, and it's been absolutely wonderful. And I don't know what I'm going to do after I retire, but I'll figure it out. I'm very happy where I am today.
He's a very honest politician, I must admit.
I'm not
Really.
smart enough to steal.
I have a great story about a couple years ago. A young couple with one child and very young bought a huge house. It's called the Huntington House.
Yeah.
And a huge house. And they couldn't get their electricity turned on. So they called, David always sends out letters to all the new people who moved in. And so they called him and said, can you, we've got a baby and we have no electricity. And he called somebody he knew with electricity, with the AEP, and they turned it on the next day. So she sent him this huge Longaberger basket, like this big, all lined. It had like 10 bottles of French wine and Godiva chocolates and cookies and just magnificent stuff. And he gave some wine away at the office and he brought it home to me, and I'm going, wow, this is great to be married to David. And we put the wine up and ate the chocolates, and then he said, was that expensive wine? I said, yeah, I think so. He said, I'm going to take it back.
Please understand, I'm only allowed to take $100.
Yeah.
Okay, and this was, and I'm not exactly $1,000.
Well, and she
basket.
started
I'm not
thinking
kidding.
about it, how much, you know, like, you know.
You can donate it to your constituents.
No, I couldn't do
No,
it.
so we all
Couldn't
gave
have brought
it
it out
back.
here and given it to me?
No.
Oh, you didn't.
No, he actually got the basket out, put the wine back in, the chocolates were gone.
Yeah, we ate the chocolate.
He went back to all the people that worked for City Hall and said, you gotta give us some wine
my
back. And he took it back to her, and I
I gotta tell you a
I
story
was
about-
very impressed with this. I thought this was
I
very.
with Bob here, I got to tell Bob, and well, David will remember, when I'm going back years ago, Bob's father was always alive, but he was older, and his driveway backed onto whatever street it is, and I can't remember.
Oh.
Anyway, so Dr. Zollinger called me one day, he says, Ron, he says, I got a problem. Why he called me? I don't know why. He and I just had a great relationship. I never did any legal work for him in my life. Great relationship. Rod, I got a problem. Well, doctor, what the hell is that? Said, well, he said, the people that go to CSG are parking right across the street from my driveway. And he said, I have a problem backing out of my driveway without hitting somebody. And he
The
said,
driveway's about the length of this table you're
Right,
at.
and
There really wasn't room to back and
he
turn.
said, is there, he said, I don't know, he said, I'm having a real problem, and I don't know what to do, so I called you. And I said, well, doctor, I said, I'm not sure what I can do about that either, but you,
Talk to Dave.
I'll tell you what, I'll take care of it, and we'll see. So I picked up the phone, and I called David. I said, David, I don't know what the hell the problem is, but all I know is 3 days later, there were no parking signs. And he was the happiest man in the world. He thought the world had come to him.
And I went over to his house and he explained to me about all the beautiful roses, and I didn't have the slightest idea what he was talking about. Honestly, all the magnificent roses.
Yeah.
He did.
He got to be president of the American Rose Society.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
So he'd work on them every night.
Very successful crook. Criminal. I mean, I lighted more leaf fires in the city of Texas probably than anybody else. And the man sitting there as mayor never caught.
I pray, I swear,
Never
I
caught.
tell her, please, I'll give you 3 days off if you can, and Bill Nagel, can you rest in peace. Rod used to come in town, and they used to have this gadgets where they fix the matches under the thing or something, you were telling me?
Denatured alcohol with cotton.
The wooden matches,
Yeah.
taped around the cigarette, and then you light the cigarette.
And he,
Planning
And
and
you-
plotting.
and you-
Thank God he's not a
As you're
criminal.
walking by the leaf fire, then you throw that in, and then you walk away. And one time, I'll never forget this because I lived there, I was actually parked about 3-4 houses east of Roosevelt, and I was, I'd done this at a place in the block before my house. Across Roosevelt and walking toward my driveway, and around the corner comes the chief of police and Madison in the police car. Madison gets out. He says, I got you. I said, David, I haven't done a damn thing. I'm in my front yard. He says, I know you've done them, but I got you. But I looked down the street, and I saw the flash. And I waited, and I said, because it doesn't start flaming right away. And I said, David, I'm standing in my front yard, and I looked down there and I saw him start. And I said to David, David, I can tell you something. Somebody down there lived one.
Like I didn't know.
He was so.
Oh, yeah. But I have one more quick story, and then it's your turn, I'm sorry. After Rod and I were both married, can I tell a story about it?
What's that?
The hayride?
Oh,
This is a true story. Very few people know about this. And
well, wait a minute. Maybe I don't know that story.
No,
Go ahead.
You'll remember, just after we both were married, we decided to have a party out to Rocky Ford Country Club. You don't remember this, Ron? And we sent out invitations to over 100 people. True story. Hey, come to Rocky Ford down at where the little lake is, and we're going to have a
Please,
hayride.
you're not finished.
Huh?
You're just...
And please come. So everybody's invited, and I think we had tons of people there, and then we had... How can you not remember this? We had signs,
I remember.
we had signs on
wipe a lot of things out of my mind. Go ahead.
on the little house down and the trees. Sorry, party canceled, horses died. And that was it. We didn't tell anybody. We didn't
never
tell.
had a party, right?
No, well, there was never going to be a party. But the thing I worry about.
Well, who did it?
Your husband and I.
No.
Oh yeah, I swear to God. Do you remember the party?
I don't think I've ever told her that.
There was not a party.
Of course there's no party. But I was the thing I was worried the most.
Wilcox, you did not do that.
No, I did. David did.
The thing I was
You
worried
were
about
totally
was the word.
appalled.
The word.
The long, sweltering
We
summer
were afraid
is but a
somebody would
bead
get
of
hurt.
sweat now on my back.
Coming back and forth.
Mars
Yeah.
burns brightly in the southeastern sky, yet I find myself wanting. I want 50 degrees, a wind chill, and a crystal clear blue sky. I want a fall Saturday in Ohio Stadium. I want to get up at 6 a.m., beer in hand by 7, and up at the stadium tailgating with the other hardcores by 8. I want a bratwurst. I want coolers filled with ice-cold beer. I want 4 tables packed with cheese, lunch meat, veggies, pasta, salad, chips, salsa, Mexican bean dip, and much, much more. I want to basically fill up on beer. I want to stand in line cross-legged for 30 minutes about to burst at a porta-john. And I want to see the steam rise when I take a good pee. I want to piss behind a car door. I want SWAT teams of cops swarming around in shifts like the SS. I want to see Eric Schmidt and his 4 kegs of beer survive the weekend. And I want to see how he explains himself the day after. I want to be drunk off my ass with an F Michigan t-shirt on. I want people to ask what the fuck is a Hoosier. I want to yell Ann Arbor is a whore. And I want to acknowledge a fellow Buckeye who'll give me a hearty I-O in return for my O-H. I want the band to come to my tailgate playing the greatest fight song in the world. And I want to shotgun 3 beers on the walk to the stadium. I want to see Michelle cry at everything. I want to walk into Ohio Stadium, see the grass for the first time, feel like Rudy's dad, and mumble to myself, this is the most beautiful sight these tired old eyes have ever seen. I want to feel that chill that goes up my spine when the best damn band in the land strikes that first note. I want to yell when the drum major touches the plume on the back bend. I want to pump my fist to the fight song. I want to see Jennifer answer the question, how many quarters in a football game? I want to get ready to hang on Sloopy. I want to stand on those cold south stands for 4 hours with a million ups and downs of joy and agony with every play. I want to make myself hoarse from yelling O-H. I want to yell at the referees. I want to do the asshole chant. Asshole. I want to see Christy and her daughter storm the field. I want to eat $4 hot dogs and soft pretzels with cheese. I want to hear the Buckeye battle cry. I want to see the Bucks. I want to see the Bucks. I want to hear the band play Brown Eyed Girl when we get ahead by 4 touchdowns. And I want to see cups of Coke complimented with Captain Morgan flying from all directions from the student section. I want to see Script, Ohio, and watch the entire stadium celebrate. I want to win tickets from the corner office. I want to see the Neutron Man shake his groove thing. I want to high-five all my friends and every other person around me after the Buckeyes score. I want to score. I find myself wanting so much. F Michigan, and bring on the national champion, Ohio State Buckeyes.